Hey, what's up guys? So my next build has been a Tornado of Elemental Turbulence Inquisitor. This one has turned out as a really nice all-around character. The skill itself is quite clunky and has some problems to solve, but the build itself has some really nice defenses with a big health pool and around 10k combined regen. I also got the build immune to all elements, which is such a nice quality of life. And because the build has a lot of life and regen, it also gets a lot of generic power through rapid clothes, which gives a lot of the build's DPS. The downside isn't even noticeable with the amount of regen the build has. Also, because Inquisitor ignores enemy resistance, you could use a lot of different spells for this build. I just went with Tornado because it looked cool. And I've been mostly farming tier 16s on this build, but I also did try some tier 17s. Clearing the maps was fine, but the bosses took ages, so I wouldn't really recommend it. As for the cost of the build, it was around 30 divines, and it's only level 90, so you could for sure improve this a lot. Okay, so the build is about Tornado of Elemental Turbulence, this spell right here. You can cast it up to like 3 tornadoes. They have like random elements as well. They chase mobs around. The problem is it's really low, really slow spell. So I really choose up the quality with like Ashes of the Stars and Crest of Desire. And this makes it playable. I wish it was even faster, but oh well. And because it has different elements, it's really nice being Inquisitor here. Because of this node right here, it ignores enemy resists when you crit, makes it really consistent. And also, you don't have to cast the spell as much, so it's really nice synergy with Ratbit's Globe. The shield gives me like 90% of the build's damage, it's just insane. But the downside is you spend some of your life when you cast. But because I'm an Inquisitor, I have a lot of regen investment. Even with Righteous Fire, you can see it doesn't really phase me at all. So yeah, the shield just makes it I can spam life and get damage, so yeah, it's really nice. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing a lot of life with like Calm's Heart. All of my rares have a lot of life. I have life regen on all of the gear I could get. And even like my weapon, I have max life per level. And same thing for the passive tree. Really heavily invested into life, like all of the life wheels possible. All of the regen wheels that are really good. I have Warcry investment, so Enduring Cry is even stronger, lasts a long time. And yeah, for the damage nodes, I just have like these, 6 nodes. And I also have a little bit of crit, and a little bit of crit, and everything else is just life, regen, defenses, which is pretty crazy. And I also went for low life pin attunement. So mainly because of this node right here, Brink of Death gives me even more life regen when I'm on low life. Also gives me more spell damage, which is nice. I also grabbed this node right here, which gives me 60% avoid bleed and poison. And with one Abyss Jewel like this, you can get the poison bleed immunity. And I also went for Doriani's Glorious Vanity here. And this has really nice synergy with the Inquisitor. It gives me a lot of extra energy shield and splits my base pool, so both regions works like at the same time, which is really good. And you can also grab some decent mods like Ritual of Flesh and Cult of Fire. And yeah, that's it for the build. It's really simple. Just stack life, regen, put the shield on, and use any skill you want, and it works well. So let's do like a Minotaur. I can do some tier 17s, but they're so slow, it would take me like 10 minutes to clear the boss, so not really worth the time. But the playstyle is really chill, you just run around, put some tornadoes on the ground. If you want, you can use Enduring Cry on big packs. Get like a lot more regen, as you can see, 14,000 combined right now. Another nice thing about Crest of Desire is that since it's a 0 link, the mana cost is really low, so you don't really have to worry about mana at all. And for the boss, it's the same thing, you just wanna make sure you curse it, Enduring Cry for the insane regen. And for bosses like this, it's really easy to face tank. Yep, that's the build. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you later.